Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very warm and sunny Aquatic Ballpark for this round 13 game between the visiting Cronulla Sharks and your Manly Eagles. Manly wearing pink today in support of the Pink Hope Foundation. And it is the annual Pink Hope round here at Aquatic Ballpark. And we will say g'day to Andrew Logue very shortly once he finishes his dinner. Just getting in a quick feed before game time. We'll bring you the lineups for both sides. For the Sharks, Lachlan Ross will lead things off. He'll be followed by Kurt Eden in the 2-hole. Michael Campbell in centre field. Jaden Cavill hitting in clean-up. Josh Lavender hitting 5th. Nathan Howarth hitting 6th. Simon Parker, the designated hitter. Alex Brook in the 8-hole. And Matt Palmer rounding out the batting order for the visiting Cronulla Sharks. On the man will be Luke Wilkins. He's having a bit of a tune-up before his ABL Championship tilt against the Perth Heat coming this weekend. And Andrew, very good afternoon. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Luke. What a lovely day down on Aquatic.
It's been a while since I've been here.
It has been, yeah. It's crazy. Well, I say it's crazy. We had, the last week, a few bits of rain here and there, but the field looks amazing. So well done to the grounds crew. For the Eagles, it'll be Kai McIntosh Walsh leading things off. Yoshi Umezawa's at second base. Kai at shortstop. Brendan Haythwaite in the 3-hole tonight. He's in right field. Tom Newbold will patrol left field and hit clean-up after his 9 for 22 effort last week in the 2 games against Ryan. Kenny Nato bats 5th. He's doing the catching tonight. Zach Newbold in centre field batting 6th. Tatsuya Hiramatsu at third base batting 7th. Taka Hayato doing the work at first base. No Luke Brown and no Cody Ivey tonight. And Drew Gillespie gets the designated hitter rolled down in the 8-hole. Drew going 7 innings last week in relief in that 12-inning victory over the Ride side on Saturday. The managers, Brooke Russell and Sean Smith. Just with the umpires down at the plate meeting, Jerry Cobb behind the plate calling balls and strikes. And Chris Lehman will be the field umpire. The Eagles on the outside of the top 4 looking in, hoping they can make their way in there somehow. They do need to win the next 4 games. The last 4 games of the season. And hope that a few results go their way over the final 2 weeks. But the 2 wins against Ryan certainly put them in good stead. Now hoping to maybe split the series against MacArthur either side of Christmas, but it wasn't to be. They certainly did everything they could to do so. But just falling a little bit short in all 4 games. So they have 4 games of the season left. All 4 rather, both series here at Aquatic Ballpark. This weekend against the Cronulla Sharks in Pink Hope round. And then next week against the Greater Western Warriors.
We have number 70, Shohei Ariyama.
As the Manly players are just introduced prior to the game out on the diamond now. Seem to have a bit of an issue with our centre field camera, so we'll see if we can get a shot. Otherwise, we might be reverting old school, taking a shot behind home plate. Andrew, how was your break?
It's pretty good, actually. I'm technically still on my break until tomorrow. Starting a new job tomorrow, so exciting for that. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it's been pretty chill.
Well, last 4 days of EBSN for 2023, 22-23. We've got beautiful conditions here tonight. We just might fix this tent up so the people in the grandstand can see, and we'll be back shortly with first pitch in this game. Called strike to Lachlan Ross to start things before fouling that ball off into the back screen. So 0-2 here to the leadoff man, Lockie Ross. Lifts that one right centre. Over to it will be Brendan Haythwaite in right field. Looks like you've forgotten how to change cameras. Might want to turn numlock on, mate.
No, it is on. Hang on. It's been a while.
Oh, that's all right. Kurt Eden steps up with one out. Shohei Ariyama going 7 innings last week against Ryde rather. Going the distance, getting the job done from go to woe. As his ERA down in the low threes, and the Curtin will rip that one into left field. Just no left field camera either tonight at the moment.
At the moment, we'll get that fixed.
Working through that issue. So they have a runner on board. I'll bring out the left-handed hitting Michael Campbell. The Sharks with a bunch of left-handers in their lineup. Now, nice little crowd building here at Aquatic Ballpark, which we've renamed Pink Hope Ballpark for the week. One ball, no strikes here to Michael Campbell. The former Central Coast Marlin. Now making the long trip down to the Sutherland Shire to play in the New South Wales State League. Campbell lift that ball foul and get out of play.
That'll probably be the easiest collection for a foul ball tonight. Only one kid running for it. Lefty batter. Usually all the kids are lined up on the right-hand side. So
of course, it is Foul Ball Wednesday here at Aquatic. Kids in the crowd allowed to keep the foul balls. Smart thinker over there in that foul ball area. 2-2 now to Michael Campbell. Kurt Eden the man at first. Campbell's going to pop it up on the infield. Zach Newbold it is coming in, waving off his shortstop, Kai McIntosh Walsh. And he makes the catch out there in centre field for out number 2. Bring up Jaden Cavill for the Eagles. Breaking pitch to Cavill is in there for a called strike 1 from Ariyama. Fouling that one off. Iota and Haythwaite after it, but it'll fall into foul territory. 0-2 now for Jaden Cavill. Ground ball back to Ariyama. He'll pick it up. Make the toss over to Hyoto. And retire the side. Just a single off the bat of Kurt Eden. And the Eagles get through without a run. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. Eagles coming up to bat with Kai McIntosh Walsh, Yoshi Umezawa and Brendan Hathwaite to get things started.
Stay later and get it signed by your favourite player.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Melodies. No,
Kai McIntosh Walsh will lead things off for the Eagles here. First inning, bottom half, end of the bat, and it's going to be fouled out of play. Down and away. On ball and a strike. Fouling that one off. 1 and 2. And to the right side, tricky bounce there for Cavill, who recovers just in time and gets McIntosh Walsh at first.
A close play there at first for the first out.
That's
That'll be
first out here in the bottom of the
number
first.
3,
Close play, but just in time.
Umezawa.
1-2 here to Yoshi Umezawa. Wilkins gets Umezawa to foul that one off. Counter remain 1-2. And Umezawa down on strikes for the second out. So 2 outs here, bottom of the first.
And coming to the plate,
Brendan
number
Haythwaite.
13, Brendan Haythwaite.
Right side off the bat of Haythwaite. It'll be knocked down by Cavill at first. And Luke Wilkins will get over and cover the base. And it'll be a quick 3 up, 3 down inning. We'll head to the second. 0-0.
Take my eyes open to face reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me.
Josh Levin will lead things off for the Sharks here. Top second rather, excuse me. 0-0 the score. And Levin is going to rip one into right centre field. It'll be down for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for the Sharks. And the visitors have the leadoff man aboard to get things started. Just jumping on the first pitch there from Ariyama. Strike out and a runner 11 to going, and he's going to be punched out at second base, thrown out at second base rather. The strike him out, throw him out double play. And the Eagles have their first 2 outs here.
And that will bring to the plate number 77, Simon Parker.
They get the strikeout, and then strikeout, and then the caught stealing of Josh Lavender at second base for the first 2 outs. And now Simon Parker. It's behind 1 ball. Ground ball to the left side. Tatsuya Hiramatsu kicks off his glove. McIntosh Walsh is behind him, but can't recover in time. Just off the glove of Hiramatsu at third. Nicely backed up by his shortstop, but just not in time to get the out. So it'll be a 2-out base hit. I'll bring up Alex Brook for the Sharks. Brook takes the pitch down for ball 2. Two out here, top of the second. Check swing by Brook, fouled off. Pitch just missing, so count remains 0-2. Outside corner, but just misses again. So it's a 2-out walk now. And the Sharks have their top of the second inning extended. So see if Ariyama now can get out of this mini jam with 2 out. Outside corner for a called strike 1. Matt Palmer, the batter, down in the 9 hole for the Sharks. Ariyama just checking the runner at second. Outside corner, but missing this time. Count moves to 1-1. We're missing the zone again. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Down the bottom of the zone. Gets the call on this occasion, so back in the count. 2-2. Looking for out number 3 here. Gets him swinging. A nice pitch there, well executed by Ariyama to get strike 3. And the inning is over. Just a couple of base runners, but nothing else. We head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Manly's 2, 3, 4 hitters in the form of Tom Newbold, Kenny Nato, and Zach Newbold coming up when we return.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe.
So Tom Newbold leads things off here. Newbold was very impressive. 9 for 11 last week against Ryde. 6 for 7 on Saturday. And that big 8-4 12-inning win against the Hawks. They're looking to continue things here. He's got the ABL Championship bound Luke Wilkins to deal with. And pitches up high. Wilkins missing at the bottom of the zone. Gets a swing out of Newbold there and gets the Manly left fielder to strike out for out number 1.
Number 16, Kenny Nato.
Kenny Nato straight back up the middle to Wilkins. And it's 2 quick outs for the Sharks here in the bottom of the second.
Out of the inning, and we'll bring to the plate number 19, Zach Newbold.
And Zach Newbold steps in with 2 out for the Eagles. Swings and misses that one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Zach Newbold. Wilkins facing the minimum so far through his first 1 2/3. Cronulla going through their lineup. Pitch in there, check swing. Tipped off the bat into the glove of Howarth behind the plate. That fills the count up at 3-2. And Newbold break up the consecutive run of 5 outs. And he can't. Breaking pitch by Wilkins is in there. And that is the side retired in order for the second straight inning. We'll head to the third inning, looking for our first run of the ball game.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear
Back to the top of the order for the Sharks here. Top of the third, Lachlan Ross showing bunt, but pulling back. And call the ball. Second pitch. There's also a ball to Lachlan Ross. You wouldn't think it was 24 degrees, Andrew.
No, it's actually a really nice night tonight.
What does it say on yours? Oh, you haven't got yours? Or, no, it says
yeah,
24 on yours. There you go.
My phone says 23 though.
Okay. I would have thinking maybe about 19.
Oh, it's not that bad, is it?
Pops it up. Newbold long run. In there to make it left centre field to retire Ross. First out of the inning.
And brings to the plate number 5, Kurt Eden.
Kurt Eden takes strike one from Shohei Ariyama. Floats in the breaking pitch, but doesn't find the strike zone. One ball and one strike. Eden will draw the walk, so he's been on base both times tonight.
Number 10, Michael Campbell.
Stranded in his first inning. See if Hariyama can do the same thing. One away here. Top of the third inning. Pink Hope round at Aquatic Ballpark, renamed Pink Hope Ballpark for the weekend. Blocked in the dirt. Kenny offline throw up to second base. Not able to get Eden, who read it in the dirt. The ball kicked away from Nato. Allowing Eden to slide into second base, where he's reunited with his former Central Coast Marlins teammate, Kai McIntosh Walsh. And that one's going to be ripped into centre field, over the top of the Yoshi Imazara and into right field. Strong throw by Brendan Haythwaite home, but just won't be in time. And Michael Campbell will have himself an RBI double and drive in the first run of the night.
I don't think Brendan Haythwaite realised just how deep he was there in right field when he picked up that ball. Tried to make the hero play to home, but fell quite short.
Probably better off just hitting his cutoff and keep Campbell at first base. Now the Sharks have another runner in scoring position. One out for Jaden Cavill. Swing and a miss over the top of the breaking pitch from Shohei Ariyama. On one to Cavill. Cavill missing that one as well, so Ariyama has him behind the count. 0-2.
Ooh. Tough call there, just inside.
A little bit inside. Ground ball back to Ariyama. Only have one play, and that'll be first to get Cavill. Campbell goes sliding into third. Important second out for Ariyama. So two outs here. It'll be Josh Lavender who picked up a hit in his first at bat. Ariyama hoping he can avoid a repeat of that. Inside corner, missing for ball one. Again inside. Ball two. Jerry Cobb not offering too much on the inner half of the plate. Ground ball. Ariyama knocked it down off the glove, off the face. And Lavender will be thrown out at first base. Shohei will just wipe a bit of grease off his face and walk off the field. And the Eagles, they give up the first run of the ball game. They trail 1-0 as we head to the top of the third.
I used to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it, so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it, and so hard to get it. And so hard to get it. fast lane. Used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it.
7-8-9 for Manly. Tatsuya Hiramatsu, Taka Hayoto, and then Drew Gillespie. Will bat here. New pitcher on the mound. He's Ethan Bickle for the Sharks. And Hiramatsu jumps on the first pitch from Bickle. And it can't be handled there at shortstop by Matt Palmer. And the Eagles probably have their first hit of the ball game.
Single there will bring to the plate. Number 99.
Tats gets things started. When the left-handed hitting Taka Hayota up. So a bit of time in first grade with a few regulars unavailable. Tristan Watts out with a toe injury. Cody Ivey has returned home to Colorado for the wedding of his brother this weekend. And with only 2 games left after this week in the regular season, the decision was made for him not to return. Let me thank Cody for all his efforts whilst he was here. And Luke Brown also away this week. Hayota getting a chance. Brendan Hathwaite getting another start. Ethan Bickle just falling over there as he delivered that pitch. Called a strike on Taka Hayoto. And Drew Gillespie being asked to grab a bat. It was 1 for 1. After picking up a base hit earlier in the year. And then picked up another couple of knocks on Saturday in that 12-inning game, rather. So 2-1 here to Hayoto. 3-1. 3-1 here to Taka Hayoto. Punches that one into left field, but it's going to get down and out of play. So it'll field the count up at 3-2. And it is loaded potato night at the ballpark tonight. One of the great benefits of getting to the ballpark early on a Wednesday. Get the meal deal on offer. As Hayoto fouls that one off tonight. Loaded potato, cheese, salsa, guac, sour cream. I've got bacon on mine. Andrew's got taco mix on his. So he's had a chicken schnitzel. Now he's digging into the potato. And Hayoto will go down on strikes. So Ethan Bickle comes in and picks up the first out of the inning.
Drew Gillespie.
And bring up Drew Gillespie's first at bat at his home ballpark. Jumps on the first pitch from Bickle, but it goes foul out of play. And Gillespie now facing the 0-1 from Bickle. Punches that into centre field, but Michael Campbell will wander over to it and catch it in left centre field and record out number 2.
For the second out of the inning, and that'll bring to the plate number 6, Kai McIntosh.
The Eagles finally turn their lineup over. Back to Kai McIntosh Walsh at the top. This pitch is down at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. I wasn't too sure about it. He takes that pitch for a ball. And that one will just be flared into right field. Over the top of a leaping Lachlan Ross at second base. And the Eagles have a couple of base runners on. Called strike there to Yoshi Yumizawa. And Yoshi Yumizawa goes straight back up the middle. One bounce in front of Michael Campbell.
And the line drives through centre field. Loads the bases.
And Tats is held at third base, so the Eagles load the bases. String a couple of hits together off the new pitcher, Ethan Bickle. And looking to tie this ball game up. And Brendan Haythwaite up to bat. Chases the high pitch from Bickle. No balls and one strikes. Grand ball through the left side. Palmer over to it again. It bounces off his foot. So a couple of errors
And 1 run scores.
for the Sharks here
Hits bat on ball. And that'll bring to the plate number
in the third.
23.
And the Eagles are able to tie this ball game up. Their first run's on the board. See if Tom Newbold can keep his hot streak going. That one's going to get away. It's going to hit Tom, in fact. So Kai McIntosh Walsh comes across the plate. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Just like they drew it up, Andrew.
Exactly that.
Couple of runs with 2 outs. Couple of hits. Couple of timely little slow rollers to Matt Palmer at short, who got maybe a bit of the old aquatic bounce. The Eagles get their noses back in front.
Whatever does the job, whatever works, we'll take it.
That's it. So now Kenny Nato. I would have loved to have had Tom complete his at-bat in full, given how hot he is at the moment. But not to be, it'll be Kenny Nato with the job to try and get things going. Extend Manly's lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Bickle misses at the bottom of the zone, then misses inside. So 2 balls to Kenny Natone.
Kenny Nato had a good day on Saturday as well, going 3 for 5.
Yep.
He's got a
26
bit of a hot
hits
bat
the
at the moment.
Eagles racked up.
Wow. 12-inning game, of course.
12-inning game. That one, little slow roll to the third baseman, Kurt Eden, who won't have a play on the ball.
And an infield hit. Scores another run and will bring to the plate number 19. Zach
So Manly getting
Newbold.
things done any way they can. Hit by pitch to get a run, and then a little infield
swinging bunt.
That's the one.
Tell you what, that's good heads-up base running to be able to see where that ball's going to be and to absolutely bust it down the line and make sure you get there in time.
Oh, with 2 out, you're busting your backside anyway.
Of course, but just to really, and then of course put the pressure on the fielders to go, you know, if you don't pick this up properly, I'm going to make
scoring.
it.
That's it. Zach Newbold pops it up. Brendan Haythwaite pulling up halfway down the line. May have almost run himself into a bit of interference there if he...
That ends the third. 3-run score.
Anyway, that does the inning, but the Eagles do get 3. They take the lead. We head to the 4th. Eagles ahead, 3-1.
So we are back for the top of the 4th. Manly Eagles taking a nice 3-1 lead last inning, and Shohei's back on the mound to keep that lead. And leading off for Cronulla is Nathan Howarth. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's a bit of an awkward name to pronounce. Bit of a close call there, but we start off with a strike and 2 balls. Wow. Bit of a tight zone tonight from Jerry Cobb, it looks like. Although the players don't seem to be complaining too much, so as long as he's consistent, that ball is fouled off. A few kids out there chasing it.
A few complaints in the crowd, but
yes, definitely a few complaints in the crowd, but not so much a reaction from the players. So
3-2 to Howarth.
pitch outside for ball 4.
And the base on balls brings to the plate.
So the leadoff man will be aboard. That's the third time.
Third, I believe, yeah.
Third straight inning, they've had the leadoff man aboard. Ariyama at 56 pitches. So he's 3+ innings. Luke Wilkins throwing 25 pitches in his 2 innings of work. No hits, couple of strikeouts. 3 in fact. So he prepares for the ABL Championship Series on the weekend. Parker popping that one up. In for it, Zach Newbold has had a busy night tonight, but it'll be Brendan Haythwaite to make the catch.
And that's the way you play outfield, kids. Nice early ball. And that'll bring to the plate number 53.
First out of the inning for Shohei Ariyama. Brings up Alex Brook. Ariyama fires in a strike. Of course, Ariyama, Leo rather. Spent a lot of time with a bunch of these Cronulla players at University of New South Wales in the winter competition. We're getting reacquainted soon. Pitch missing outside for ball 1. Ripped foul out of play. Big day of action here at Aquatic on Sunday. 4 games for the Manly Eagles Pink Hope round. That pitch missing as well, so 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Alex Brook for the Sharks. Swing and a miss. And Shohei Ariyama gets a strikeout.
And that'll bring to the plate number 85, Matt Palmer.
That's the way to get the second out of the inning. Popped up, right side, and out of play. On 2 hitter Palmer has had a tough night so far at the shortstop position. Ariyama looking to strand that lead-off base hit, or the lead-off walk rather. That's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Matt Palmer. Fouled away. Stays alive. Ariyama looking to complete 4 innings. Doesn't get the call down and away. Palmer doesn't offer. Runs the count to 2-2. Straight back down the middle, but down in the dirt, nicely blocked by Nato. So runs the count full. Doesn't want to walk the lead off here. Sorry, the 9-hole rather, with the lead off waiting on deck. The 3-2 here from Ariyama. Ground ball hit to the left side to his fellow shortstop. And a nice rocket of a throw by Kai McIntosh Walsh to get the 3rd out. So we are through the top half of the fourth inning. We'll be back with the bottom half and the Eagles looking for more runs.
Sometimes a minute takes days and feelings fade when you don't want them to. I hope you won't throw the blame my way, but if you do, oh, you looking for, cause all you're looking for, goes all you.
So Tatsuya Hiramatsu will get things started here for the Eagles. Bottom of the fourth. It was Tatsu got things started in the third inning. Reaching on an error by Matt Palmer at short, so it was charged an error. Palmer charged with 2 errors in that inning, so both runs unearned for Bickle. All unearned errors for Ethan Bickle. He came around to score on the Brendan Haythwaite ground ball. Downstairs, called a strike. Bottom half of the zone. Inside. 3-1. Tats will pop it up. And for it will be the pitcher himself, Bickle, to make the catch. Calls off everyone coming in to help.
Brings to the plate number 99, Taka Toyota.
Number the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. You right there, mate?
Yeah, just sorting out my neck.
Warming up your neck.
Gets a bit stiff.
And it pops it up into centre field. Michael Campbell playing halfway out there in centre field. He makes the catch for out number 2. A couple of quick outs
And the second out
for the Sharks here in the second.
Number 12, Drew Gillespie.
I'll bring up Manly's 9-hole hitter and Drew Gillespie. So both teams now sending their line-up to the bait twice. Their line-up to the plate twice, rather.
Lock, did you see the message in the chat about getting your thing changed? If you, so you're doing
First pitch is ball 1. And Drew Gillespie go back up the middle, but only as far as Lachlan Ross at second base. So he'll line out. We're through 4 here at Pink Hope Ballpark on Pink Hope Round. We'll be back with the 5th very shortly.
I'm in trouble. Yeah, I let you down yet again. I'm a villain to you. So sudden. It's a riddle to please you. I guess I'ma need to take my time to save my pride again. Is a place I'm right for the sake of just making amends. We could have had it all, but our tears are gonna fall. Maybe I'm not enough for you, or maybe I'm not enough to prove. Maybe it's just time for us to close this chapter. Kept on reeling out onto a feeling. So why would I keep you when there was no reason? I guess I don't need to take my time to save my pride again. There's a place I'm right for the sake of just making amends. We could have had it all, but our tears are gonna fall. Maybe I'm not enough for you, or maybe I'm not enough to prove. Maybe this is time for us to close this chapter.
So Lachlan Ross will lead things off. 3rd at bat for him tonight. Shows bunt again as he did in his 2nd at bat. Up for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. To the Cronulla Sharks leadoff man. Sean Smith's just coming in. So they're saying it's a foul ball. That's off the hands.
And at the plate for Cronulla, number 14, Lachlan Ross.
I'm just going to confirm things on that call. Originally, Ross went to bunt, but then pulled it back. So the competition standings after the completion of round 12 at the weekend, and MacArthur leading things at top of the ladder. 18 wins, 5 losses, and a draw. Cronulla sitting in 2nd and playing here this weekend. They have 13 wins, 7 losses, 3 draws. Right Hawks, 14 and 10 record, sitting in 3rd. Blacktown 12, 17 and 1. Borkham Hills 12 and 19. The Eagles in 6th, 10 and 13. And Canterbury 4 wins, 17 losses and a draw. And Greater Western round out in 8th place with 3 wins, 18 losses. So the Sharks playing 2nd place. The Eagles rather playing 2nd place. And another good strong throw by Kai McIntosh Walsh. This time retiring Lachlan Ross after the lengthy delay. Sean Smith may be asking for a hit by a pitch. But Shohei Ariyama retires the first at bat of the inning. First batter of the inning, rather. And starts Kurt Eden with the ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. That one again to McIntosh Walsh short. And bring Hyoto off the base. But he recovers in time to make the tag. And Kai McIntosh Walsh earning his money in the 6th hole tonight. Couple of nice plays. That's 3 now in the last couple of innings. Couple of ground balls back to Shohei Ariyama. 3 on the ground to Kai at short. A couple of catches in the outfield each to Zach and Brendan. Zach Newbold, Brendan Haithwaite. So Michael Campbell steps in. Takes the first pitch, breaking pitch from Ariyama for a called strike 1. Two-and-a-half-hour game on Wednesday nights. We're an hour and 8 minutes into the action. No new inning will begin after 9:25 p.m. No, sorry, 9:30 p.m. Wait on. 2 hours and 10 minutes. 9:25 p.m. Outside corner. Taken for ball 1. 1 ball and a strike. To the Sharks centre fielder. He's had a couple of catches out there in centre field tonight. Fouling it off into the crowd. And a souvenir. A couple of kids after it. When I say kids, they're a little bit older than the normal. One and 2 now the count. Tell you what, Andrew, that baked potato was pretty good. Turn your mic on.
It was very good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Bacon was perfect.
I think this is the first week I've actually put in my order early enough before it sells out, so I actually got some this week.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
I tend to miss out as well. 2 and 2 here to Michael Campbell.
Just to get the time with you, I should never have had. I'm sorry. I should have told you a long time ago. I'd love to stay, but I should better go. 'Cause every second will increase the blow. After our fall, I should have told you a long time ago.
Kaimak Walsh for the Eagles to lead things off. Bottom of the 5th. Manly looking for some more runs. First pitch from Ethan Bickle is up and out of the zone for ball 1. We go around the State League, bottom of the 3rd over in Campbelltown. It's 3-3 between Greater Western and MacArthur. A result that's very important to the Eagles is that of the Ryde Hawks. So we've kind of looked at the numbers, and looks like the only way that Manly can get into the playoffs is if Ryde drop their next 4 games. They do play Blacktown and they face Cronulla next week, so that's what the Eagles will be cheering for. And the Ryde currently trailing Blacktown 4-2. And then Canterbury and Borkham Hills 2-2, bottom 3rd. So some tight contests across the State League so far tonight. 3 balls and 1 strike to the Manly leadoff. Fouls that one off. Fills the count up at 3-2. Outside corner. Now it's 3-2. Thought I was a pitch ahead of myself. Not unusual, is it, Andrew?
Pitch ahead's actually better, I reckon, than pitch behind.
And that one's going to be up for ball 4, so bases loaded. Oh, not bases loaded. Lead-off walk for the Eagles to start things here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Eagles looking to tack on to this 3-1 lead. No one warming for the Sharks at the moment. Don't know if they've got too many more on their bench. There's a bit of signage in the way of the Sharks dugout. Outside pitch to Yoshi Yamazawa for ball 1. Start Yoshi's 3rd at bat of the night. Check on McIntosh Walsh over at first. Cronulla manager Sean Smith knowing full well of his former Central Coast club mates' base stealing abilities. Looking to keep him as close as possible, keep him off second base. Ball 2.
No, he called that strike.
Oh, called a strike.
Mm-hmm.
I might have heard a bit of a murmur out of the Manly dugout. Another check on Kai at first, but he's back head first into the bag. Umazawa is just going to lift that one into right field, but it's not caught it in right field, so Kai will be retired. Nice diving effort out there in right field by Alex Brook. And it'll be a fielder's choice after all that. Retiring McIntosh Walsh at second.
Oh, I thought he had that, but...
Yeah, it looked like he caught it, but obviously, if you come down, your glove jams into the ground. That's when the ball can come out. So the Sharks do get an out. We'll bring up Brendan Haythwaite. He's surprisingly been elevated into the 3-hole. Hasn't played a lot of first grade this year. Did have a good night against Ryde on Wednesday night last week. Given a chance here tonight, fouling that one off into the third base coach's box, knocked down by Brooke Russell over there. So 0-2 here to Brendan Haythwaite.
God.
Another check on Yoshi this time. Bottom of the zone, called the ball. And the 1-2 here from Bickle. Pulled through the left side for a base hit. And Brendan Haythwaite getting in on the action.
Line drive down to left field. From Brendan will bring to the plate number 23, Tom Newbold.
Runners on second, first and second for Manly with one out. And Tom Newbold will step in, hit by pitch in his last at bat. Down the third base line and fair over the base into the corner. Yoshi Umezawa turns around third.
Well, oh, hang on. There's a bit of confusion here. What's going on?
I think Kenny Nato running to the plate maybe threw Yoshi off a little bit there. Kenny Nato is running to get in position behind the plate for a potential assist there. And maybe that's what Yoshi saw.
I'm not sure Brooke...
No, Brooke was waving him home.
Well, I don't think he was waving him long enough. I think he stopped waving him as he was turning, and Yoshi went, oh, hang on, I've got to stop now because he stopped waving me.
Yeah, well, Brooke...
But I think in Brooke's head, he's waved him home, cool, now I'm worried about the next runner.
But, his arm's going to be waving to get Brendan from second to third as well, so there's no reason for Brooke to stop waving him home. I think, Kenny Nato rushing to the plate to be an assister behind, back at the plate has maybe put Yoshi in two minds. Anyway, Manly with the bases loaded. Tom Newbold missing out on a RBI there. And more importantly, Manly missing out on a run.
And again, just apologies, folks. Our left field camera is a bit out of whack tonight, so we
not
can't
working
really
tonight,
show it.
Unfortunately. Must be still on holidays like you, Andrew. Hopefully it comes back on Saturday. Down the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes to Kenny Nato. All pink on the pads for the Eagles. Bottom of the 5th here, 1 out. So Simon Parker, the new pitcher for Cronulla. He is on here with 2 out and facing Zach Newbold. Ethan Bickle's night is done for now. He is still responsible for the runners on base in the form of Haythwaite at third and Kenny Nato at second. He's hoping his teammate Simon Parker can finish things here. 2 balls and 1 strike to Zach Newbold, the first batter he's facing here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Manly with a 4-1 lead. I do just have a bit of clarification on the Yoshi Umezawa base running. From the report we received, he heard Brooke Russell say something which he thought meant stay here at third base. Hence why he went back to the base. But he came around to score on that Kenny Nato fielder's choice. That pitch from Parker is up for ball 4. It's a walk to load the bases.
To the plate, number 99. Sorry, number 45. Tatsua Hiramatsu.
So Tatsuda Hiramatsu will bat again. And we'll be looking to reach for the second time tonight. Already reached on error. Manly's 4 runs coming on 5 hits. Over 2 with the run scored is Hiramatsu. Inside, just missing. 2 balls and no strikes. So loaded bases here for Manly. Bottom of the 5th inning. They can really break it up in here if Tatsuya Hiramatsu can find the ball in a gap. Anything through the infield scores a run. Maybe 2 with Kenny Nato at second. That's up and in for ball 3. Simon Parker just struggling to find the zone here. He's already walked Zach Newbold. Nowhere to put Hiramatsu here with Taka Hyodo waiting on deck. Down, bottom of the zone, and it's a 4-pitch walk. A bases loaded walk. And the Eagles have another run on the board.
Number 99.
Brendan Haithwaite scoring the 5th run for the Eagles. Simon Parker coming on and issuing 2 walks on 9 pitches. Not what the second place Cronulla Sharks would have wanted here with just 4 games remaining on the regular season. Taka Hyoda 0 for 2 so far tonight. And Simon Parker able to find the zone for a called strike 1. And Hyoda will rip it up the right field line to get under the legs, or bounce off the leg rather, of Jaden Cavill, the first baseman. Kenny Nato. Zach Newbold, in fact, coming home to score. Nice heads-up running there by Zach Newbold, showing all of his speed. Catcher Nathan Howarth just asking Jerry Cobb, are you sure? But Zach Newbold definitely underneath that one. And it's 2 RBIs there for Taka Hyoda. Hard hit ball. And the Eagles jump out to a 7-1 lead here. Nice aggressive base running by Zach Newbold. Jaden Cavill actually charged with an error on that one, so it won't be credited with a hit, but he will get the job done, driving in another couple of runs. Drew Gillespie beaten by the off-speed on the outside corner. So 1 and 2 here to Drew Gillespie. Swings and misses. Parker gets out of it, but not before Manly come and put on a couple of runs after a couple of walks and a hard ground ball by Taka Hayato. They lead this inning. They lead the game, rather, 7-1, heading to the 6th.
Alrighty, we have a special guest in the booth, joined by Manly Eagles third grader Joe Van Wiegen. How you going, Joe?
I'm very well, thank you. It's a good afternoon for baseball. Good evening, I'm sorry, for baseball.
It's been a great evening so far, especially for Manly Eagles, coming into the top of the 6th, leading 7-1. Shohei Ariyama back on the mound, still in, yes, the top of the 6th inning. I already said that, sorry. So, Joe, I got to ask, been riddled with a few injuries this season, but just come back last week and then a bit of a scare that weekend.
That's it. I did another injury that I thought I was at for the rest of the season, but I should be back, hopefully.
Hopefully this weekend. Back again. That ball is punched just over third base, and it does land fair. Again, apologies, no
left field camera.
No left field camera. Well, we do have one, but it looks like this. So we're not too sure why, but so yeah, we're having some issues with our left field camera, but so apologies for anything hit left side. Thankfully, majority of the hits have been up centre field and right side tonight. So, and Joe's career in the booth is short-lived as Luke comes back to replace him.
That's a pretty cool sepia shot of left field, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks very funky. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's like a night vision angle. Yeah.
Lavender aboard there with that check swing. Double into left field. Zach Newbold playing in regulation position. Giving a long way run to get that. Yoshi Umezawa on the pickup of that one off the bat of Nathan Howarth. Make the play over to first to Hayato for the first out. We'll bring up Simon Parker. Now the pitcher for Cronulla. Nice play there by Yoshi Umezawa. Up and away. Outside corner, in fact, for strike one to Simon Parker. Parker 1 for 2. One bouncing off the leg. We'll get away from Kenny Nato. Lavender will come and score on the wild pitch. On the called strike to Simon Parker. So 0-2 here to Parker. Cherry Cobb just confirming that it was a strike on Parker. Outside corner, but misses up a little bit too high this time. 1-2, so Cronulla getting another run. Still trail by 5. Both teams with 5 hits. Cronulla charged with 3 errors. 2 of them to Palmer at short and Jaden Cavill on that hard ground ball by Taka Hayodo, which scored 2 for the Eagles. Zach Newbold with the hustle around third. Fouls it off as Parker. Keeps the count at 2-2. So Drew Gillespie's up in the bullpen. Getting ready for Manly. Expecting to maybe come out for the 7th. Show how he can get through this one. That one just off the bat softly there to Umezawa, who combines again with Hayoda. And that's 2 outs on the 4-3 put-outs for Manly here in this top of the 6th inning. Got about half an hour left of game time. 2.5 hours on a Wednesday night. No new inning after 9:25 p.m. So Manly looking for win number, what did I say, 11 on the season. Bring themselves to just 2 games of 500. Been a while since Manly have been 500 this late in the season. Hopefully this time next week it'll be searching for win number 13. First 2 pitches to Alex Brook. Called strike and then a foul. Ariyama gets the swing for strike 3, and the Eagles get out of the inning. Cronulla get 1 on the board, and the Eagles have a 5-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Bottom of the 6th, Manly 7, Cronulla 2.
mic on. Kai McIntosh Walsh leading things off for Manly here. Bottom of the 6th. He led off the last inning and leads off here again in the 6th.
I feel like this is the third or fourth time Kai's led off during the whole game.
Well, it's the third.
Third, is it? There you go.
Well, he led off to start the game.
Yeah.
And then led off the previous inning. He's leading off here.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like I don't know.
You're on it for once.
I just feel like it's even more than that. To be honest, part of me was expecting you were going to say no. It's 5 times or something. So,
well, Tats has led off twice. This is the third time that Kai's led off, so that's 5 times. So the other 2 lead-off hitters are going to be the 4-hole and the 7-hole.
There you go.
In the second and third inning.
Quick math.
Quick math. There's your 7 lead-offs. Looks like Ash Roberts also having a bit of a throw out the back with Adam O'Neill. Drew Gillespie was just up in the bullpen before. Down in the dirt. We've got 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to the Manly lead-off. He's 1 for 2, also reached on an error. Scored a run and walked. Punches that in the right field to get down for a base hit. Extra bases coming after Alex Brook couldn't quite make the catch out there in right field. And it'll be a stand-up triple for Kai McIntosh Walsh. Not quite the graveyard here at Aquatic as we had at Ryde where he hit an inside the park home run last Saturday night. Alex Brook laying out for that one. And it'll end up 3 bases for Kai McIntosh Walsh. And the Eagles with another lead-off man aboard. When you get your lead-off man on, that's when stuff happens. And it was Kai that led off the last thing, remember, and that Alex Brook made the catch in right field, or didn't make the catch in right field, which meant that Kai was out on the fielder's choice at second base. He's not going to be out on the fielder's choice here. If Yoshi, could be. As Cronulla do have their infield drawn in, so they are looking to gun McIntosh Walsh down at home if they get the opportunity. First pitch to Yoshi Umezawa. Two balls to Yoshi. Just mentioned, reach on the fielder's choice in his last at-bat. 1 for 2, 1 for 3 tonight, rather, with a pair of runs scored. Ground ball straight back up the middle. Parker stabs it, plucks it out of his ankles. I did say plucks it, Johnny Farrant. Plucks it off his ankles. Makes the play at first after checking McIntosh Walsh back to third. And that's the first out. Nice play there by the pitcher, Simon Parker. Brendan Haythwaite steps up, had a base hit in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. Up and away. Bit of a funky action from Parker.
It is a bit. He comes out and kind of slingshots his arm a little bit.
Slingshots it from the high angle. Through the legs of the third baseman, Kurt Eden. So Brendan Haythwaite will drive in another run. We'll see how it's scored.
And that will bring to the plate number 23, Tom Newbold.
Whichever way it's scored, it's a run on the board for the Eagles. Important insurance runs late in this game. It's what they've really struggled to do for the most of this year. They've been able to score a couple of runs early, but unable to tack them on late. They've put on 3 innings of runs now, 3 in the third, 4 in the fifth, and now 1 here in the sixth. Scorer is just confirming how that's going to be scored. Maybe an error charge to Kurt Eden. Hard hit ball. Eden playing in with the runner at third base. Called strike to Tom Newbold. Down in the dirt. 1-1. One for two tonight. Driven a run has Tom. After he had the mammoth night last Saturday, 6 for 7. Hit the ball to all parts of ELS Hall. Pops this one up though. Brook underneath it. Makes the call, makes the catch. And retires Tom Newbold for the second out of the inning. So we're probably expecting to see Drew Gillespie. Shohei Ariyama's pitch count up to 97 tonight. 54 for strikes. He'll be in line for the win. He's pitched very well the last few weeks. Shave off a few points off his ERA. Kenny Nato ripping this one high into the air. Alex Brook back for it. So busy sixth inning for Brook. He gives up the triple to McIntosh Walsh, who scores, but then makes the final two outs to finish the sixth. We head to the seventh. Manly leading 8-2. So top of the seventh, and Shohei Ariyama has come back out for the seventh inning. 8-2 lead, a little bit of flexibility, 97 pitches. Drew Gillespie goes back up to the bullpen to continue warming up. He's coming off 7 one-hit innings of relief from Saturday, Drew Gillespie. First batter for the Sharks is Alex Brook. No, it's not. It's Simon Parker. Matthew Palmer.
Got there in the end.
I knew it was a P. So 2-0 here to Matthew Palmer, the shortstop, who's had a tough night in the 6 hole. Couple of aquatic bounces, chewing him up. And Brendan Heathwaite was credited with a hit. So Kurt Ed not charged with an error. So Brendan picks up a pair of hits tonight. To go with a couple of hits he picked up in the series against Ryde last week. So 2 balls and a strike here to Matthew Palmer. 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Sharks, trailing by 6. Ariyama gets Palmer to swing. Looking to go back to back. Seven-inning efforts. Pokes this one into right field though. Brendan Heathwaite, he's going to try and maybe make the throw to first. No. A little bit slow to get to the ball right at the end.
That's unlike Brendan not to try the hero throw there.
Yeah, well, he has cost Manly a couple of games in second grade this year with errant throws.
Well, he did. He tried that in the first inning, wasn't it? Second inning. Trying the big throw from right field to home, and he came up short a few bounces. So.
Yeah, it didn't hurt Manly, though, as the runner was stranded at second. So the leadoff man aboard for the first time in a few innings for the Sharks. And Cronulla turn their lineup over, back to Lachlan Ross at the top.
Yeah, it looks like Drew Gillespie's just taking a knee down at the bullpen, waiting for the call.
Yeah, he's ready. 0-3 for Lachlan Ross. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike 1. Don't know why my pitch counter isn't working on the score graphic. 104 pitches now for Shohei. Outside corner, just missing, ball 2.
I think it is working. It's just a pink writing
Is it
on
pink
pink
on
back.
pink?
Yes, it is pink on pink.
That's what I thought. Oh no, it's red on. It looks like it's red on pink.
How am I the one that counts that sees that? I'm the colorblind one here. I shouldn't be able to be telling you that's what's happening.
You're colourblind, but you can still pick up shade.
It was. I had to. I don't know how close I
Squint.
got to the screen then, but
Okay, now the question is,
which one is it?
what is it? Which one do I have to change?
Pitches text. That one there. Yeah.
Swing and a miss by Ross. Strike 2.
There you go.
Look at that. It's a bit more than 45. Fouled off.
Well, still a fair few kids out chasing
Yeah.
foul balls.
These are the committed ones, mate. They know when the crowd gets low, their chances of getting balls increase. And especially the Warringah kids. Given that their club president, Matt Eisenhower, is the sponsor of Wednesday night foul ball night. Down in the dirt for a walk. Shohei Ariyama. 5th walk of the night to go with his 4 strikeouts. Movement in the Manly dugout, but here comes Brooke Russell to make what looks to be the change. So Ariyama unable to get an out here in the 7th. See if he makes a change or whether he's just going to come out, kill a bit of time and have a chat with his starting pitcher. Give him a moment to reset. It's been a good night for the Eagles. They lead this one 8-2. Still a long way to go though. They've scored 8 runs on 7 hits Been assisted by 3 errors from Cronulla, 2 by Matt Palmer, 1 by Jaden Cavill. Manly scoring 2 runs on 6 hits. Wilkins with the start for the Sharks, 2 innings pitched, striking out 3, and this is going to be a quick visit. Ethan Bickle giving up the 6 runs, only 2 of them earned on 2 2/3 before Simon Parker. Third pitcher for the Sharks, 1 1/3, 2 runs on 2 hits. Walking 2, striking out 1. So Kurt Eden now. Runners at first and second for Cronulla. Missing inside for ball 1. And a tough spot to hit tonight for the pitchers, Andrew.
Yeah, I agree. There's been a couple close calls, and not just on that inside pitch, but yeah, just all night. I mean, to be fair though, it's definitely going both ways. So it's been very consistent strike zone.
Certainly wasn't saying it wasn't going
no,
both
I just
ways.
mean it's just been a very consistent strike zone. So
it's a spot you like to hit as a pitcher, and hasn't quite been there for both pitchers tonight. A little bit too far outside there by Shohei. Trying to get Eden to fish. Eden lifts that one, left field, back underneath it. Will be Tom Newbold. And he'll make the catch for the first out to retire Kurt Eden. Approaching 9:15, so it's maybe the final inning tonight. Make sure you tune in with us. Check us out on Saturday. If you can't get to Pink Hope Ballpark on Saturday for the other 4 grades. And join us from 10 a.m. for the under-18s who still have a mathematical chance. They need a big win over Cronulla on Saturday. Outside corner for ball 1 to Michael Campbell. Third grade, well, they're just playing. Well, not just for fun, but they're just playing, to finish the season strong. Well said, Andrew. Finish the season strong after what can only be called a disappointing season. Foul ball by Michael Campbell.
Oh, come on, Ash. Let some of the kids have fun.
Game 130. Ash Roberts in there fighting all the branches to collect the baseball. I wonder if he'll ask himself to sign it later.
That's John Farrant fighting.
John Farrant, major sponsor from Superior Valuation. And second grade will be looking to consolidate second spot on the ladder. Long run for Tom Newbold. Nice catch in left field. Coming an absolute mile to catch that one. McIntosh Walsh out there to help him. But it's a second out for Manly. And Cronulla will send Jaden Cavill to the plate. He's had a couple of ground outs. And a fly out to go 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs back to the pitcher and then flew out. This one, broken bat, over the top of Kai McIntosh Walsh and into left field. Tom Newbold with the throw home. One bounce and will just be behind Matt Palmer there, who comes in to score on the broken bat single for Jaden Cavill. He finishes the night with a hit, puts another run on the board for Cronulla.
And that will bring the pitching change.
And it will be the change. So Shohei Ariyama, 6 2/3 inning, just couldn't quite get out of the 7th. And we'll have Drew Gillespie to the mound to record the final out of this 7th inning. We probably won't get into the 8th now that we are having the pitching change, so we'll be back very shortly with the rest of this inning.
Number 12, Drew Gillespie.
So I put my mask on, keep the two with me, gotta keep the 9 high. Flexing Louis V, yeah, keep my cash on. Sticking true to me, I never had a gas off. I'ma pop off, yeah, I said I'll pop off. Hit a lotto high, end up in a drop top. Sticky commas, yeah, keep them in my lockbox. People follow me cause they know that they not wrong. Got them bigs on me, hella opposite. Got a product bag, boy, don't ever tie to me. Tell my mama that I did it, it's just how it be. All these rappers hit the follow, then they copy me. I want to score the dough, that's just how I do it. My hoe a money getter, now she talking like she fluent. My music getting better, I don't need no one's influence. Designer in my dresser, yeah, I said it and I proved it. I'm zooming through the bay, we don't ever stop. Live like it's GTA, we riding with a top off. I rack 100 case, I don't take no nights off. I'm living in a race, so I had a blast off. I was fool me, so I put my mask on. Keep the two with me, gotta keep the 9 high. Flexing Louis V, yeah, keep my cash on. Sticking true to me, I never had a gas off. I'ma pop off, yeah, I said I'll pop off. Hit a lotto high, end up in a drop top. Sticky commas, yeah, keep them in my lockbox. People follow me cause they know that they not wrong.
Josh Lavender.
So Josh Lavender will hit for Cronulla. Lachlan Ross at second. Jaden Cavill at first. 2 outs here. Top of the 7th. We are approaching the 2 hour and 10 minute cutoff. Just 2 minutes remaining on that clock. Manly looking to finish the inning. Outside corner for ball 2 to Lavender. 86 pitches for Drew Gillespie in his 7 innings last Saturday night. 12 strikeouts and just the 1 hit. That was almost perfect through 7 innings. Lavender pops it up. Tom Newbold, he's been busy out there. He won't get this one.
Good effort, though.
Yeah, the long run last time on a Josh Lavender at bat after the check swing double in the end.
That one just sat a bit longer.
So 2-1 here to Lavender. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Help get the scoring underway in the 3rd inning. Outside corner rather, on the breaking pitch. 3 and 2. 2 and 2. Get it right in a minute. That was really bugging me all night, Andrew, not having that pitch.
Oh, right.
The pitch counter there. I had a feeling it was a colouring issue. Because all the other boxes and everything were chipped. That one getting behind Kenny Nato, so it'll be a Pass ball charge to him. Both runners moving up 90 feet. So Cronulla trying to close this margin as much as they can. Gillespie looking to finish this inning off and consequently finishing the game off. Three, 2 to Lavender. Caught strike 3 at the knees.
And struck him out for the third.
Gillespie hustles off the diamond. The inning's over. Manly lead this one 8 to 3. And just checking the time. We're just waiting for a call before we say anything.
So Manly 8.
Jerry Cobb just chatting with Sean Smith. It looks like we are going to come out for the bottom of the 7th inning. Manly leading 8 to 3.
Is your head spinning? Is your heart racing? Is there fire in your veins? Are your bones burning? Is your skin yearning? 'Cause you're driving me insane. I kinda feel like I saw the light. You got me way up 1,000 miles. Can we stay right here in this atmosphere like we're flying out in space? Don't look down. Up this high, we'll never hit the ground. Don't look down. See the sky, we're gonna reach it now. Don't look down. Don't look Don't look down. This high, we'll never hit the ground. Don't look down. See the sky, we're gonna reach it now. Are your hands shaking? Are your fists breaking? Are you climbing over walls? Are the times changing? Is the noise fading? 'Cause I wanna get it all. Don't look down.
U-Bowl.
So it's Zach Newbold to lead things off for Manly. Zach Newbold, Tatsu Hiramatsu, and then Taka Hayoto. The ground announcer just confusing everyone involved by announcing the batter as Tom Newbold, but it's in fact his brother Zach. So he'll face Simon Parker here in the bottom of the 7th. Manly just looking to add on some more runs here. Not even insurance runs because the game is essentially over.
19, Zach Newbold.
Down and away. 1 ball and a strike. Lifts it into centre field. Michael Campbell back for it. He makes the catch for the first out here in the 8th.
Will bring to the plate number 45, Tatua. No, we've had
Pinch hitter, Zach Morris.
So it's going to be Zach Morris to bat for Manly, pinch hitter. And I have just been corrected. I've been going off. Got my 10-minute rule round the back, round the wrong way.
Oh.
So it's no new inning after 2 hours and 20 minutes, not 2 hours and 10 minutes. So we do actually have 5 minutes remaining on the clock, which is what I thought. And Zach Morris goes back up the middle, and I believe that's going to be his first hit in first grade. So great job by Zach Morris coming in to get that. Yeah, the boys on the bench recognising that they want the ball. And it'll be a souvenir for Zach Morris. I was just waving down to make sure that they grab it. And they do get it. And Ash Roberts is going to hit. So nice bit of hitting there by Zach Morris to get himself aboard.
And another pinch hitter now in Ash Roberts.
Yeah, so they go young blood to start it, and then they're going to go the old blood. Ash Roberts is going to get in that bat. So he's going to hit for Takahayota at first base. Up and away, ball 2. Reno to Ash Roberts. On deck batter looks like would have to be Drew Gillespie. In there for a strike, 3-1. So a full day of action coming your way Saturday, 10 a.m. the first pitch in 18s, followed by first grade at 12:30. Sorry, third grade at 12:30. We may as well just cut to first grade. Forget about third grade. Upstairs, ball 4, and Ash Roberts will pinch hit himself a walk. And I'll bring up Drew Gillespie for Manly, looking for his first hit on his home ground. 0 for 3 so far with a strikeout, a line out, and a ground out. Second grade will do battle at 3 o'clock, and then first grade at 5:30. I'm going to back up at 3 very good performances over the last 3 weeks. Outside corner for a called strike 1. To the Manly pitcher. Right side. And it's going to beat Lachlan Ross, and he can't even pick it up on the recovery. So another error charge to Cronulla. Will be their 4th of the night. And it will load the bases for Manly, and it'll turn the lineup back over to Kai McIntosh Walsh. Looking to really rub it in here. It was a big 10-0 Manly win back earlier on in the season on the Wednesday night game. And then Saturday was quite the opposite, with Cronulla winning that one 12-0. So Manly looking like they're going to go ahead 2-1 in the season series. That one getting away from the catcher, Nathan Howarth, and that'll allow Zach Morris to come and score after he picks up his first base hit in first grade. So well done to Zach. He's got his first base hit in first grade and his first run scored in first grade. And another run on the board for Manly. Now 9-3. Ball 1. To Kai McIntosh Walsh. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of runs. It was unfortunate to be out on a fielder's choice on a ball hit by Yoshi Umezawa into right field. Alex Brooke had a Spectacular diving play on it. It looks like it may have fallen out after he contacted the ground and ball came out of the glove. McIntosh Walsh, thinking the catch had been made, was standing back at first, and it was an easy retirement at second for Cronulla. Outside corner for a strike.
Kai McIntosh Walsh just doing a bit of
a butt wiggle.
Bit of a butt wiggle. I don't know if he's trying to get in the pitcher's head or anything, or perhaps he's good mates with the pitcher and just messing around a bit, but he's enjoying himself out there, let's just say that.
Well, when you're 2 for 3, up and away. Three and one now to the Manly shortstop. 2 runners aboard. Roberts at third, Gillespie at second. Looking for runs 10 and 11. Foul tip into the glove. Strike number 2. 43 is Luke Donaghy waiting on deck. He's going to hit in place of Yoshi Umezawa. Pops it up into centre field. Campbell, there's the range back for it. Ash Roberts is going to test himself. The throw will go into third base. It'll be offline. It'll be a sacrifice fly to Kai McIntosh Walsh. Another run on the board.
And that will bring to the plate number 3, Yoshi Umezawa.
Manly now putting double figures up on the scoreboard, and Sean Smith's going to come out and just kill a bit of time. Probably haven't asked for this game to finish.
Number 43.
Looks like they are going to make a change. Looks like it's Daniel Cummings maybe crossing the line now and coming up to the mound, so he'll be asked to make one final out, as was Drew Gillespie in the top half of the 7th. But Manly, they've scored, and they've scored a lot. They've scored 9 here in this one. Sorry, it's 10 now, actually. Game changer taking a moment to catch up. So 10-3. Pair of hits each to Brendan Haythwaite, who continues a good little run in first grade. And also Kai McIntosh Walsh, Yoshi Umezawa, Tom Newbold, Kenny Nato also picking up hits, and Zach Morris picking up his first hit in first grade. Yoshi and Kai both scoring twice. Shohei 6 and 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits but only 3 runs, all of them earned. 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 117 pitches, 65 of them for strikes. So Shohei picking up the win. Luke Wilkins threw 2 innings to get things started. Ethan Bickle then came on and Manly jumped all over him, taking 6 runs, 2 of them earned. And Simon Parker was pretty effective, shutting down the Manly offense a little bit. They still managed to score 10 off him, and he's responsible for Drew Gillespie at third base. Just one of these run earns Cronulla just the 3 earned runs of the 10 that Manly had scored. Shohei with 4 strikeouts and 5 walks. So Luke Donaghy will be the hitter for Manly, getting in place of Umezawa. Outside corner for strike 1. And here's Daniel Cummings. On the mound. for Cronulla. Start strike one to Luke Donaghy. Ground ball to Kurt Eden. He'll come in, pick it up, make the throw, over to first, and it will end the ball game. Manly winning this one 10-3.
So 2-run score.
A brilliant performance by the Eagles. They pick up win number 3 in a row. They improve to 11-13 of the season.
Thank you, Cronulla. Well played, and thank you.
Shohei Ariyama continues a good run of form on Wednesday nights. Just couldn't get through the 7th inning. Thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here on Saturday with 4 big games of baseball. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Bingo. So the Eagles keeping their playoff hopes alive with this 10-3 victory. We'll see you back here on Saturday for another big day of Pink Hope baseball